Because we're good at this. No. And now we're bad.
Casey, we'll do the usual start rolling tape when they go out to the center and the referees. And then we'll come in after.
So walking out.
Okay, so round 11. Oh, yeah, he's our next. 30 seconds.
This is the worst thing ever. That's like I'm zooming in.
A little one over the other ones.
Yeah, it's looking better.
I mean,
we'll have it on the
next time.
It's going out to the Oh, you haven't met Dave was a president, and he hasn't been in the last couple of meetings.
Coach.
I think I've seen you right.
Hammer it.
Let's go.
I think you have.
I can't hear it.
So maybe we should try to go for
Which I can do. That's the art. I read. My friend liked somebody else's, so I went to check during
I mean,
I guess that's what it looks like. That's not terrible.
so should I stop the screen? We're gonna have you wait at the camera. It's just lower quality.
That's okay. You're gonna have to live with that.
So let's see here. What time we got right now?
2.5.
7:06.
Can I put the tape on this?
Yeah, don't they have that solid number?
You're supposed to.
So how do you set up?
It's actually a rule.
Yeah.
You bartender?
There's obviously not Sabbath here. I tried to figure out.
You trying to be bartender?
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back the 2018 Olympic Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Introduce your guests for the playing of tonight's national anthem. Referee Dave Holmes, umpire Dave Holmes, line judge Beckham, Jane Christian is the case.
Oh, yeah, well, now it is.
Oh, never mind.
Oh,
So Brian's gonna.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Randomly get that.
Just like This is week 3.
Welcome to Westside TV's presentation of high school football. Got it? Okay.
Come back though. The referees are. I can't see a number on the uniform.
I don't even try.
I literally can't see that. Hey, I can't see one number. You not? I can't see it. Looks like a white shirt. Napkins?
Captains will make their way to the field for tonight's coin toss. Presented by Les Schwab.
Actually, let's run this kick.
No, Charlie. There's one. I have 18.
Can we get him in the basketball court? Post him up?
Big dude right there.
He'll be able to get a rebound. Every day's great for me. You ever had a bad day, Tim?
Yeah, not bad.
It looks like everybody's bad day.
Thanks, Nate.
Can you see my number? Seriously, it's it actually hurts my eyes. Yeah, that's not right.
Yeah. Oh, really? Is she Kennedy yet?
Oh, she goes to see now. Tim might draw the line at that one.
No, she's a dancer. She's
I feel like she would be a gymnast. I don't know why.
yeah, I wanted that too.
She did play tennis, right?
Yeah.
Who won the toss? Remember?
They won the toss. To TBC, it's rotating along the football first.
I feel like I need something back on the court. I don't have it in there.
Welcome to Westside TV's presentation of high school football 2018. And again, we're happy to be working with the Kitsap.com to bring these games live to you on the internet on Kitsap.com. GOTW, Game of the Week. Now, today we've got pretty much a whole crew here. We've got Casey Gardner on the camera. We got Spencer who's going to be working some camera and trying to get that computer working. And of course, on that other microphone, Ms. Kitty Campagna. And Kitty, this is the end of an era in 2018.
You know it is. The only school that will be using this turf will be Olympic after this. CK has a brand new stadium, and the Clahalia School as well has a football field.
Yeah, going to get bleachers, I think.
Right there. I hear they can play soccer on it.
Okay. All right. Well, this is always one of our all-time favorites, the Battle of Buckland Hill. This year, it's the Olympic Trojans in the blue as the home team, and the Central Kitsap Cougars in the all white.
And really confusing to see them in all white. That was number 2, Darrell White, getting that. He's a senior captain for Olympic, and he is a huge cog in this machine.
And that was a pretty nice defensive stop, too. Darrell made a yard or two, and that was about it.
So, Doc, I've already worded my email to AD Bill Baxter at Central Kitsap, and I'm going to invite him up into the booth and see if he can read numbers.
Well, get some of that orange spray paint.
I might have to do that at halftime, so we're going to apologize right now because it's going to be tough to get your CK play.
I want to know that CK play. That was a nice play inside. And I think that was number 65. I don't have.
I thought it was a 52 to be okay. Ty Kello-Zima.
Yeah, probably defensive movement to 5. That was a nice drive inside that drove the Trojans back 3 yards. Running back around that far side. Nice defensive effort by the Central Kitsap Cougars.
What Olympic has gone for it is their speed, and that was Malcolm DeWall carrying them. So you would think that Bill Malcolm at 6'2", 175 can get outside on that bigger CK line, but that was a great pursuit.
And at least 2 of them, Malcolm, Johnson, and I can't remember which other one, both at the state track meet last year.
Malcolm was the other. Darrell was unable to go last year, but the previous year he won the state triple jump.
Okay. And that was a short game, and it's going to be the first punt of the night here at Silverdale Stadium.
Last year CK dominated this Olympic team. It was 40-7, so it wasn't much of a battle of Buckland Hill. But Olympic comes in with a lot of young guys and a little bit more experience than the past, and really with some confidence.
Central Kitsap has a fairly young team. I think Coach Keel said only 9 returners.
9 seniors, that was.
Seniors, okay. Yeah. So the Central Kitsap Cougars will have their first shot at offense here.
Now what we've read, both you and I think have read that Kitsap Sun preview that was in the paper today, really comprehensive, very nice put together tab. And they say that Elijah McGee, after having some really nasty injuries, is going to come and be the quarterback this year.
He was injured last year in that Yelm Central Kitsap out of Indio.
That was when he was playing receiver, and here he is going to be the option, and that's a really nice option.
It sure is. That's going to be a first offensive play for the Central Kitsap Cougars.
It is so strange to see the people in the orange, as far as the fans go, over on that other side. But as the visitors, that's where they are. These guys have been practicing on Linder Field, which is a very tiny venue, and so this is kind of nice to be on a full field.
People might remember the old Silverdale Elementary down there.
That is correct. It's admin now.
Well, that's a decent pickup there. Let's see, 9 yards. So far, the Cougars are moving the ball good. And it's going to be another first down for the Central Kitsap Cougars into territory.
CK moving the ball without any problem.
Down to that, let's see, 34-yard line of the Trojans. Look out, look out.
The flag that goes with it.
Well, we won't say for sure, but it quite often is a hold the block in the back. Oh, it looks like it's a hold.
You got it with your first guess. Looked like it was going to be the first touchdown of the evening, and it was still a really pretty run, but aided and abetted by a hold on the line.
And that was Elijah McGee, number 11. And if you could see number 11 on the TV screen, you knew it as well as
Well, they might be. They might have a better deal. Well, they also have a really good weapon in Alex Revelon, who has been a receiver in the past. They moved him to running back this year in order to get him more touches. The kid is just shifty. He's not really big. He's 165 pounds, 5'7". I coached him in basketball in 4th and 5th grade, but football is his love, and I've gone to watch him play PE games, junior high and high school, and he just has a heart to play the game and just smart about it. And as mom says, just don't get hurt.
And that was a 10-yard penalty from the point of the foul, which was not too far past the line of scrimmage. So it's still be first down. It's going to be first down and 20 now, though.
This time Revelon gets it.
And now the Trojan defense stopped for a short gain, maybe a couple of She's going to give them 7, second down now, 13.
That's the crazy to take a shot. Speed on this thing.
Oh, ball down low. Elijah picks it up. He's looking for somewhere to go.
Nice fake.
He's going to have to use those legs, Kitty. And it took 2 or 3 Olympic Trojans to pull it down, including Malcolm Newell and Darrell White. They're down now for the Cougars, and they've got about 2 yards to go, maybe 3 it looks like. And looking over to that sideline.
Very makeable. They started this out with the penalty at 1st and 20.
And in motion, and a quick hand left to the running back. That was a nice move. I think that was Joshua.
First down for the Central Kitsap Cougars.
We got a couple of 3 split out.
And again,
It's going right up the middle, Kitty.
They're pleased with their offensive line, and they're making some good holes right now.
I guess so. There's a couple of big ones out there. Number 76, Abe McLaughlin. He's 6'3", only 266.
That is easily a sophomore. Wait till he grows.
Okay, second down now. And Elijah keep it. This is I think the Trojans were expecting that.
Number 66 bringing him down, Ethan Keller.
It'll bring up third down. Now, the Cougars can't get the first down. They've got to get down to the 4-yard line to get that first down. So, the way they've been running, I think you probably just go to the well again.
We've not seen the pass yet. And
We have not.
It is. We're already down to 5 minutes and 54 seconds in the first quarter.
Stay with him.
He took it, and there's that pass.
Just said it. We just saw it, Kitty. Nice job. And, just like Russell Wilson in Seattle, it gives the team so much more option if the quarterback can move around and buy that extra time.
That was number 83 with the catch, Jevin Keel, who happens to be the coach's son. He's a tight end junior.
Can you believe Coach Keel has been coaching at Central Kitsap for 19 seasons?
I cannot. And I believe he is 4 wins away from 100.
Yep, I saw that too. Of course, this is as a preseason game, but the Battle of Buckland Hill is always worth bragging rights for sure. Plus, it gives you a pretty good look at how your team's doing. They only have 10 games in the regular season, so not that many.
Well, I think it's South Kitsap that plays nothing but league games because of what they're set up in, and you just think,
yeah,
one to get a feeling.
And unfortunately, poor old South Kitsap in the 4A size schools and is it the South Puget Sound League Bridge Division or something like that?
I think it's coming from
huge division.
And it's just with powerhouses everywhere you turn. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, like Puyallup and
Frank Kapowson, any of those. Bellarmine Prep.
I was hoping that the new Silverdale or Central Kitsap High School Stadium might be modeled after Spark Stadium down in Puyallup with that elevator there.
You just want the elevator, don't you, Doc? I know.
It's getting harder and harder to climb up those long stairs, Kitty. All right, 7 on the board for the Cougars. Here at that 5-minute, 40-second mark in quarter number 1 at Silverdale Stadium soon next year. Uh-oh, look at that, the pooch kick.
Oh, nice catch by 66.
Oh, man, but driven back. He will get forward progress to where he caught the ball, but he was driven back 7-8 yards by the defense there.
Not sure that Ethan Keller at 6 foot 195, he's an offensive lineman or defensive lineman, is really part of your typical hands team, but a great play by him.
And the Trojans will start out at the 42-yard line, their own 42. We've got 5.5 left to go here in quarter number 1. Oh, nice little job of running a quick handoff there to Darrell White.
They are counting on a couple of their running backs, that Malcolm DeWalt and Darrell White, to be extremely important.
And Adam Johnson, also a receiver.
All, as you said, track people.
Yep. All right, this will be second down, about 7. And again, a pretty good pickup on the second down for Darrell. Anthony Turso is QBing out there for the Trojans tonight, at least to start out with.
They had told us that Zeke Gillick, who was the quarterback last year, will also see action, and I think there's a little bit of a battle between these two this early in the season.
All right, here we go. Third down for the Trojans, almost to midfield. Oh, ball is in the air. And, oh, man, Turso had it again, but he turned the wrong direction. He fell on his back, And that allowed the CK guys to reach down and grab it, Kitty. I wish we had one of those super slow-mo replays close up for that one.
Well, Tercel made a really good effort to get that, but it just kind of got stuck on his stomach, and that was, he could not cover it up, and CK decided it was theirs.
4:24 mark here in number 1, and the lights are coming on. Friday Night Lights starting up. Kitty? Ball is on about the 43-yard line of the Trojans for CK. Whoa, nice run around that left side, and that's going to be a first down. Don't see any flags.
That is ref along, taking that on the outside.
Alex is a senior. Move those chains. So far, CK has been pretty competent there, moving the ball down the field.
Well, they're looking good on both sides of the ball. Their defense hitting extremely hard, causing that last fumble, and just a consistent movement downfield.
Man in motion, and I think they will give him forward progress.
The Olympic defensive line deciding they're going to see how far back they can push him once he got there.
Yeah, I think that was once again a ref along. Second down now, and looks like we got about a long 5 to go, maybe a short 6.
Olympic defense resetting itself, changing a few players.
And quarterback keep close to that first down. In fact, it is a first down for Elijah McGee.
McGee seemed rather confident in taking over this position and pretty excited because everything runs through him, and nothing better to get some more touches than to be the original keeper of that ball.
Those quarterbacks.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, now there's a football play by number 57 for the Trojans, Jonah Mattock. Woo! The loss of a few on that one.
We haven't said that much tonight, so
No,
that's important, especially it's one of those bend but don't break.
Yeah, now they got back.
Oh, receivers on the left.
Elijah finds his receiver down to the 5-yard line. Yeah.
Number 7.
Yeah, had to wait
and
for
I
him to
don't have a
turn
number
around.
7, of course,
Yeah.
so not sure who that is.
Uh-oh, time out.
Only got 9 seniors. You have to take from those lower classes and develop, and they have a pretty good program. Coach Keel being here for 19 years, obviously, there is probably a little bit of a system. So they are doing a nice job. It may have been 5-5 last year and just a couple plays here and there. It was that Gig Harbor game that kind of took them out of the playoffs, and they already have that marked on their calendars for this year.
Yep, and Coach Cortavas has been here now for 6 years. That's also hard to believe remember. Or
we almost can say his name now, where it only took us 6 years to. We've had 7 different pronunciations throughout those years.
Yep. And we got our Olympic AD up here, Mr. Nate Andrews, man of many hats.
That's for sure.
Okay, CK post 6 on the board, could not complete the PAT, so it's 13-0 with 2:20 left to go in this first quarter.
And Tyler also their kickoff man.
Good kickoff.
That's
down to about the 15.
Here's Durrell's speed and spin.
He brings it out to just about the 26-yard line.
His spin cycle didn't quite free him up, but those are always kind of fun to watch.
Again, though, a pretty good job by that CK defense going from the 40-yard line on their side of the field down to stop a pretty speedy Durrell White.
Olympics still trying to get their offense going.
Ball on the 26-yard line. Tercel rolling out. He'll pull it down and keep it out to the 30. Yeah, and that'll pick up some yardage. Pretty good tackle or shove out of bounds eventually.
Well, if you can get 5 yards or better on your first down, that is positive yardage.
It definitely is. That's the idea. So the ball moved out now to the 31-yard line. Is that where yep, 31 is where they're going to put it. Second down, about 5. This time to the air, and look out, right across the center, picked off by Central Kitsap, and
48, I believe, Colton Van Dyke.
Yep, that's the number. All right, well, that's the second turnover for the Olympic High Trojans in this first quarter. And both of them put CK in pretty good field position.
Yeah, minute 20 left in the first quarter, and CK with one more opportunity.
Man in motion. And, oh, nice little spin around, but that's not going to fake out Durrell. Boom, nice shot by Durrell.
Yeah, he's not just an offensive player.
Yeah.
He's got some skills on both ends.
Well, he had so much, agility and speed that he could actually follow that spin and get him on the way out.
Probably because he had just tried that same move going the other way.
Second down now for the Cougs. In the air, ball incomplete.
That's got to just kill you that he was so wide open. Absolutely nobody covering him. And a little bit more air under that ball, and it looked like he had a lane to the end zone.
I think that was Jason Almonte that it was intended for. Now one man back there with Elijah. Yeah, that's who gets it. Does a little hurdling and picks up a few yards, but that's going to bring up third down, or actually fourth down for the Cougs. And I don't know, Kitty, after that last PAT, I'm not sure if they're going to
No, I don't think they're bringing any kickers out. And it really doesn't look as if the wind is a factor right now, but we're
Nope.
coming to the end of the first. But it looks like they're going to try to get it before it ends.
They got to make about 7 yards. Elijah's in the air. Oh, nice tip. And guess who? Darrell White.
Well, and his teammate tried to intercept, which would have been horrific because they're going to get it out here at the much farther out there. But great play by White, because otherwise that, again, we were possibly looking at a touchdown.
And they got it off before the end of quarter one. We've got 2 seconds left to go. So Olympic will take over. Now, a good stop for Olympic after CK got that interception in their territory. Now, White with it, not much yardage on that one. Back to the original line of scrimmage, and that will do, number 1, Kitty. Here at Silverdale Stadium, and the Central Kitsap Cougars lead 13-0. Welcome back to coverage from West Sound TV of the first high school football game of the 2018 season from Silverdale Stadium, and it's the Battle of Buckland Hill as the Olympic Trojans host the Central Kitsap Cougars. And thanks to the kitsapsun.com/GOTW Game of the Week for making it possible to stream live Friday night football.
Right, Doc, and we got to give a shout out to Brian Lewis, who is a contractor with the Sun, who's come up and helped us set up all the streaming stuff. Nice to have him as part of the team.
And there's the rollout, and they got that new quarterback in there, Ezekiel Gillick now. And of course we got our specialists crew here. We got Spencer and Casey who know how to deal with computers.
Well, the beauty of both of them
And
is
Brian.
neither of them gets rattled by it. It's just like, okay, we'll see what we can do. We'll just keep filming while you do it. Yeah, I'm okay.
Instead of wanting to throw it into Puget Sound. All right, as we begin number 2 here, the Trojans have a 3rd down. Ball is at their 21-yard line. And they've got a good, probably 9 to go, so Gillick wants to go to the air. He's got, he does the old
It's the
shovel.
shovel.
And it works for a 1st down.
And that's White making the reception.
Oh, man. And, you know, he was wide open over there on the sideline, Darrell. I don't think you might want to leave him wide open.
Well, I don't think they were that worried because Zeke was in. There's no such thing as in the grasp at that point.
It was close.
There was a cougar encircling him.
That's for sure. Okay, well, the Trojans pick up the 1st down, move the ball out to the 34-yard line.
We have an injury over on the sideline.
Uh-oh. It's over on the CK sideline. And I, of course, can't see a number.
No trainers in there.
Yeah. Yeah. Getting up. Number 2, it's Darrell White.
No, number 2 for Central Kitsap.
Oh, you're right.
Nigel-
Excuse me.
Nigel Hardy.
Yes, excuse me. I see 2 there, and I'm thinking, oh, no,
Exactly.
for the Trojans.
I think that's still Ken Alstrom, the trainer over there.
Yep. Okay, first down for Olympic. Gillickson fakes a handoff. Oh, nice pass down to the 40, 45, midfield into CK territory. It's a foot race. And
Malcolm DeWalt with that reception.
finally pulled down by the Cougars, but down to the 15-yard line of CK, 16-yard line. They're going to place the ball on. Man, he is fast too.
Oh, that was entertaining. I wasn't sure if CK was going to be able to catch him. And
I
maybe
know.
the little extra weight of carrying the ball, but
Wow.
that was
Did you see
everybody moving down there.
Yeah, that was a
I did not
nice
see
run.
the defenders.
Okay, I didn't get the number either. Okay, first down now for the Trojans. Ball at about the 16-yard line. And again, Darrell White. Is he in? No, but he's close. Down to the 5-yard line. And
10-yard gain for White.
that's going to be first down at the 5-yard line. .946 here in the second quarter. Gillickson with the handoff to White. Ball gets loose. Now, I think he was down,
I would agree.
but we don't have replay. And it looks like the men in stripes agreed. Do you have the...
Here's what's crazy, Doc. We've had one penalty, and this is our first game of the year. So I have not talked about our guys in stripes. Our referee is Dave Paul, the umpire Dave Harder, head linesman Jack Lawson, line judge Clint Hoffman, back judge Ace Beckham, and our chain crew is led by Chris Clark.
And we heard that our head man had rotator cuff surgery.
I watched him wind the clock. He uses the opposite arm
Oh,
tonight, and he's going to be doing
good.
an underhand toss on his flag.
Up into the
Oh.
air, a little bit overthrown. He had a receiver down there.
Johnson. Bring up third down.
Uh-oh, we got a flag down there at about the line of scrimmage.
The flag down on the field.
I knew if I said we hadn't seen many, they would start appearing.
Another man downfield against the Trojans.
Looks like it's against Olympic the way that they're moving.
Yep. They're talking to CK about what they want to do. Let's see what Dave says.
Ineligible receiver downfield, I think.
So move him back and replay the down, I guess is what CK has chosen to do.
We're having great discussion up in the booth between people in the know as to penalties and trying to figure out where that should be.
After that, penalty.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be placed on the 20 or the what is that, 13-yard line?
Part of the soccer goalie
Yeah, right.
lines.
The goal box.
Yes, exactly.
Back to Gillickson. He's looking for an open receiver. Oh, he's going probably a smart play because I didn't see an open receiver from up here.
Not well. Where he went going outside of the end zone was probably the right answer, unless they could have an amazing catch.
Well, that's going to bring up now 3rd down, and they still are goal to go, but they've got to make 13 yards to put her into the end zone.
Gillick had a pretty successful campaign last year with his passing, and I think he's just trying. He's still pretty upset he didn't get the one on the previous pass, but the penalty would have made it null and void anyway.
Once again, the straight drop back is rolling out to the right, going to the air. He's got a wide open receiver. Oh, man. Great defense down there in the end zone. Man.
Really good effort by Adam Johnson. That pass just a little bit too high, and plus he had a defender in his gut at the time.
Right in his face. Ball knocked out of there, and that's going to bring up 4th down. So let's see here what. No, they're going to go for a field goal.
Joshua Kennedy, a 10th grader, kicker punter.
Yeah, and the holder is a quarterback, Ezekiel Gillick. Yeah, he can't get a 1st down. It's got to go in the goal, so they're probably not going to do a fake. And they don't, and no, it's off to the side, I believe. Had the height this time at least.
It did.
So unfortunately, after some good play by the Trojans, they come up with a 0 again on the scoreboard.
I thought they were going to be able to cut into that Cougar lead, and it was a great drive that particular time, but Central Kitsap said, nope, no more.
Well, Kitty, it looks like there was a penalty on the play. Because they've moved back from the 13 to the 20. And, oh no, they're going to, they're taking it over. Yeah, excuse me. It comes out to the 20 for the Cougars for the 1st down. Oh, look out, they're getting a lot more than 1st down.
It's not going to count. There's that flag in the backfield.
Oh man, right down there by the line of scrimmage.
And the Trojan just stands there because he knows it's coming back.
I hope he wasn't the one that did it.
Not that Trojan. No, it is on the Cougars. It's a hold. In fact, I think that might be Durrell who
just sitting there
said, yeah, this is coming back, boys.
Yep, it is. Yep. Oh, a face mask. That indication was face mask. So the ball is now on the 10-yard line, more or less. Let's see. Now it's actually out about the 13 where they started this drive.
Well, they actually started it on the 20.
And they now have 20 to go.
It must be from the point of the infraction where they moved it back to. First man through.
Yeah, good game tackling there by the Trojans. Pick up a couple of yards on that one, but still behind that original line of scrimmage at the 20. 2nd down now, and about 12 to go. 7.5 minutes left to go in this 1st half. Up into the air. There's an open receiver.
Oh, was
off
there
the
ever?
Fingertips.
Armstrong, Johnson there in the coverage.
I think that was number 10, Zachary Webb.
Yep, that's what I would say. And it was just off his fingertips.
It was.
And he was wide open.
Plus, he was the only one who could have caught that. So that is the beauty of that pass.
Okay, it's 3rd down now, and about still that same 12 to go to get a 1st down. Trojan trying to get off before the that he did before the play started.
It is hard to make those substitutions when they're on that side of the field.
All right, drop back for McGee. He's surrounded. He pulls it down, runs into his own man.
Uses the referee as a blocker. And first down.
He, I think, got it. Yes, he did. He brings it out to the 33-yard line.
Well, they're wearing black and white, and they're going to. He used the guy with the black and white stripes to get downfield.
Okay, first down for the CK Cougars. Ball is at the 34-yard line.
Getting their signals from the sidelines.
Now, Coach Keel is the offensive coordinator for Central Kitsap. Ooh, that ball a little hot coming out of center. Elijah hands it off, and a yard or two pickup maybe on that one.
Jesse Brown.
Jesse Brown on that one. Yeah, I believe it was Joshua Willis carrying.
Okay.
Number 28.
He and Refalong have taken some turns back there.
Man, they actually picked up about 4 yards on that. So second down and 6. Oh, chased. And wisely throws it out of bounds, even though there was another CK receiver wide open. If Elijah had a 60-yard pass. I don't know if he does.
He would need the 60-yard pass. He would have needed the space to actually step into it.
Yeah, definitely.
And I don't think any of that was happening. Good defense by the Trojans on that particular play.
They're down now. 3rd and 6 for CK to get a first down.
Sam Rivera in the game, number 7. We got his name.
And end
88.
around. Pretty good defense. Once again, the end around was Jason Almonte.
Olympic not really fooled by that one.
That's going to bring up 4th down for CK, and it does look like they're bringing the punting team in.
That's not a word we have used with CK up till now.
That's correct. And it would be back in the back for Olympic Darrell White. He'll set up on about the 25-yard line.
Trying to get a number on the punter.
Oh, almost blocked, but
that was
good.
Refalong with the kick.
Oh, okay, and it definitely takes an Olympic bounce. So,
CK's trying to say it touched an Olympic player, and it would be theirs.
I didn't see it.
I didn't see it either, and nor did the men in stripes, I think. So, on the instant replay, on the one challenge.
Ball down by the Beavers. They'll bring up first down.
So the Trojans will start out here on their 44-yard line. 5 minutes left to go in this first half at Silverdale Stadium, and we got a little bit of wind coming up, Kitty. It feels to me like it's from the north.
It's supposed to get down to about 59 before we leave the field, but
getting cold.
Yeah, that's called fall is here.
It feels like it in the air.
White with it.
Okay. Oh, man, again, some nice defense.
Back to the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up
33 for CK. Ethan Dodson.
I really liked that Olympic has stiffened on defense. Nothing's happening here in the second quarter, and unfortunately they didn't score on their one opportunity, but that's got to make them feel a little bit better as we come down to the end with about 4.5 minutes still.
And last year's Battle of Buckland Hill, the score was a little bit different at the end of the game, with CK taking a pretty significant win, point-wise.
And I know that they kind of came out of that thinking, oh, we're going to be able to roll now, but it was a little bit weaker Olympic team last year.
Oh, nice
It's a nice pass.
in 2.
Gillick pass completed number 10, Adam Johnson.
CK territory.
That'd be good.
And that would be Adam Johnson.
Brought down by Nigel Hardy, but that was a pinpoint pass.
Sure was, very nice.
And again, where we talked about patience with McGee, that was nice patience, made sure he was open and just put it where nobody else was going to get it.
You know, Gillick has gone to the air a few times. I don't know if Turso did, maybe tried 1 or 2.
He was intercepted on one of his.
Oh, that's right. Oh, wide open. Again, just off the fingertips.
Pass incomplete. Intended for number 10, Adam Johnson.
Yeah,
That was Johnson.
Adam. Yep. Adam.
Oh, Johnson did a little hitch in his giddy up going down there because he hesitated, and had he been going full speed, I think that's what Gillick was expecting, and just hit him a little bit too far.
I mean, just a matter of inches.
Yeah.
Actually, and there was some decent, well, there
Separation?
was originally, separation between the receiver and the defender.
Yeah, those young men may be having a talking to by the defensive people.
Okay, second down now for the Trojans. 2nd and 10. And which direction? There we go. Timeout. And it'll be Olympic.
By the Trojans.
Well, as you said, 2nd and 10, they have an opportunity to cut into this lead, and so Coach probably wants to, well, for one, you've had a beautiful opening. If there's a way, let's run that play again.
Well, yeah.
But I think CK might be ready for it this time.
Well, we've got 3:45 left to go in the half. It's a 13-0 lead for the Central Kitsap Cougars. But the ball in Cougar territory, and the Trojans are on offense.
Love to see that it's a little bit closer this year. We don't pick sides on these games. We just like to see good games.
Oh, man. There's some ambient audio, and I got it turned down.
I know you do. They are having some screams below us.
The cheering section for the fans from Olympic, their home game.
Well, Doc, this place no longer has quite as much parking as it used to, and the cars were streaming in here past start time for sure. I'm noticing people sitting on the hill. It looks like a college game.
Oh, man. Oh, yeah. There was a huge line waiting to come in and get tickets. There's still people down in that area. I don't think they're coming in anymore.
But you love to see this on that opening game. The local community coming out to see it. We're happy to stream it for those who can't make it to it, but...
Oh, nice. Look at that stiff arm. Nice move.
Oh, White.
Darrell. A little
Here he goes.
Little jive. And Darrell White puts 6 on the board. And this time I don't see any yellow hankies.
Wow.
Touchdown.
That is a 41-yard run, or catch and run.
Well, they did some great movement there. That juking and jiving there coming down was very nice. Man, they're all fast on that Ole team, it looks
You
like.
pointed out his stiff arm. That was classic, as if we were doing a Heisman advertisement right there.
So, quarterback Ezekiel Gillick holds for Joshua Kennedy, the kicker. And let's see if he can get this PAT. That one looks a little better.
It is.
So, 7 on the board. It was actually CK that missed the PAT on that second touchdown. So the Trojans put 7 on the board, 3:20 left to go. And they will be kicking off to CK. You know, so far, both of these teams are pretty close in skill level. And I've been really impressed with the defense so far by both sides.
Until possibly that play. But I want to know what Coach Guateva said in that timeout, because it certainly worked. He'll have to use it as an inspiration at halftime, maybe.
You know, this Olympic High School opened in 1979. And in 1986, Silverdale Stadium opened. Now that, I believe, would It was a long time ago.
That is a long time ago, Doc. That was the year my daughter was born.
Oh,
The middle one, not even the youngest. So, yeah.
1986. So, and thanks to the voters in the Central Kitsap School District, they're going to be able to open a new Central Kitsap High School stadium. And as you said earlier, Klahowya is going to get some bleachers. It will look similar, I believe, probably to Kingston.
That sounds about right. Well, and just new buildings all over the place and all kinds of improvements.
Nice
oh, here he goes.
pickup. Yeah, and that was picked up at about the 7-yard line. Run out to about the mid-30.
That was number 88, Jason Almonte. We've said his name several times tonight. Just a sophomore.
And you know, in 90, it was 90, when 97, when Klahowya opened, they had 3 high schools playing games here.
Right.
Since 97, which is 21 years ago.
That's a lot of use on this.
Yep. I think facilities manager Jim Ferrati mentioned that.
Here he goes. He's got the outside. Oh, what a pretty block on the outside.
Yeah. Nice block. Run out of bounds.
That is Refalong.
Number 30, Alex Refalong. And CK moves into Olympic territory. 3 minutes left to go.
This is exactly the answer you want if you're Central Kitsap. Come out running over him, but that block on the outside corner was gorgeous.
Uh-oh. Looks like they're moving it back. I guess that's where they were.
They just had to get the correct out-of-bounds spot.
Yep, driven out of bounds and once again over that left side of the line. Number 28, Joshua Willis.
Joshua's a sophomore. Same height as Alex at 5'7", but 30 pounds lighter, 135. He's probably not big enough to grab.
McGee still in the quarterback spot for the Cougars here as we wind down the first half.
McGee, not really your typical size for a quarterback, 5'10", 160, but that's what makes him dangerous.
Look at this.
Oh, what an effort.
Oh, if that would have been caught, we would have had to send that into ESPN.
I think so.
That was a great effort, and I'll tell you, the pass was pretty darn good, too.
That is number 7.
Sam Rivera.
Yep.
Or no, yeah. It was Sam. Man, that was almost a really nice one. So 3rd down coming up, and about, looks to me like maybe a half a yard. And they get that first down going up over that left side. They have been doing a lot of running on that left side of the line.
They have, and the beauty of getting so many yards on that first down, that gave them that opportunity for the try at the long pass.
Number 64, Connor Rankin's in there.
Ooh, timeout, I think, is what they're. No? I was watching somebody, he just wanted out of the game. He'd done something.
First down now for the Cougars at the Trojan 35-yard line. Coming around again, this near side. Yeah, that time a pretty good tackle by Malcolm DeWalt. Still going to pick up some positive yardage. Going to bring up 2nd down and 8.
Clock continues to run, yeah.
Minute and a half to go here, so it's still ticking. I wouldn't waste that. That's the problem with getting the plays from the sideline, I think.
It is tough.
Sometimes takes too long. McGee fakes a handoff. He wants to go to the air, or at least fakes it. Going around this near side.
Ow! Oh, that had to hurt.
That did have to hurt, but nothing illegal about it. It was not helmet to helmet or anything like that. Clock still running with a minute to go.
I thought he might have gotten out of bounds, but I think Coach Keel has called a timeout. They've stopped the clock now. Took him several seconds
Yeah,
to
it did.
get that done.
57 seconds left to go here on the clock, and looks to me like, the chain gang guys have it at just about, I would say, maybe the 27-yard line.
Says 3rd and 3 up there.
Yep. I got to get down to about the 24 to get a first down, but time might be
It's
of
pretty
the
essential,
essence
isn't
now.
it, right now?
57 seconds to go in the half. And the Cougars knocking on the door.
And it says Cougars supposedly have 3 timeouts left, but I'm pretty sure they've used 2. I know they've used at least 1 because it's happening now. But an Olympic with 1 timeout left. So maybe that was that second one that I thought had happened.
Yep, okay. Yeah, I knew Olympic had 2.
For sure. And we know for sure 1, but they might have 2 left after this. Officials conversing a little bit. Here come the Cougars again.
Yeah, and our head man in the white hat will tell them when to roll the clock.
Oh, they're sending I think they're going to put a little time back on the clock, I bet.
Oh,
Because they should have just called up to the booth.
Still says 57. I actually thought it was 58.
Well, the man with the headset tried to call up to the booth. He's trying to get their attention for time.
1 minute and 5 seconds, or 1 minute
107,
6?
I think they're trying to say. They're doing hand signals now.
There it is. You're right. 107, Kitty. That's actually quite a difference. 10 seconds. Elijah puts the man in motion, goes in front of him. He'll keep it. And
it's going to be close.
It is going to be close. I don't think he made it from where the line judge is standing. White was the one that brought him down. Yeah. Well, I guess if you got 3, you might as well use them.
Which they don't. I'm pretty sure they're at most down to 1.
2, and now it should be 1, I think, because we did see one just recently.
Prior to that, exactly. Hey,
okay, 50 seconds.
We're pretty much all volunteers up here, so
That's
it's
right.
okay.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yes, indeed. Well, we're Westside TV. Speaking of volunteers, all volunteer. Happy to be able to bring the community great community programming, high school sports. We did our parade season this summer. And again, we really appreciate the KitsapSun.com for making it possible to go live on the internet.
Well, I think this is such a great service for the community.
No, I do too.
There are so many people who cannot make it to these games. Aunts, uncles, dads who are out on...
Moms and dads
exactly,
out at sea.
Out at sea or somewhere just in another country. And you know, you look on your computer and suddenly there's your son doing what he loves to do.
Okay, it's 4th down and maybe a foot. It's up in the air.
Oh, and it
man, they almost had it.
It was great play call. He was open, just a little bit too far. Looked like they could have had it had they handed it off to the first guy too, but good work by the Olympic defense.
I think that was Clayton Talarco. Calorico, excuse me. He's actually one of the co-captains that came out there at the beginning. So the Trojans take over on their own 24, close to 25-yard line. 44 seconds left to go in the half. Pass over to this near side.
Does not make it out of bounds.
No, he did not. He tried. That was Adam Johnson. And
Adam's like, let's do the next play. Come on, come on, come on.
yeah, they got one timeout left. And the clock keeps ticking. And
There is a timeout.
called by Olympic, the last timeout.
So we'll see how much time was actually on the clock when they did that, if they'll add a little time.
Maybe, but
I don't think
seemed
so.
to
It looked
me
like there was
took
indecision on that, yes.
Way too long. And you could tell Adam was down there begging the coaches.
He's dying. Going, we can do this, coach.
15 seconds on the clock here. And the Trojans have moved the ball out to the 44-yard line. Down to the Cougars, but not by that much.
And on the, this is certainly a battle this time.
Oh, it is so far as first half. A battle of Buckland Hill living up to its billing so far.
That's kind of nice to see.
Okay. Uh-oh. 33 seconds back. 18. So they put another,
Wow.
they put 18 on.
I'm not even sure they had that many. They had 40-something when it started.
Oh, and a nice completion by the Trojans. This time Malcolm got out of bounds to stop the clock with 26 seconds.
And a first down, so these guys are moving the ball.
They moved it into CK territory. Ball will be placed at the 43-yard line with 26 seconds now, and the clock is stopped.
No timeouts left for this Olympic team, so they are going to have to do it via sidelines and incompletions or possibilities.
First down. Up into the air. Complete to DeWalt. Oh, he gets tripped up.
That is a huge play.
That really is, because the clock will continue to run.
Number 18, Hayden Wallace, bringing him down.
Now, we do have a injured Trojan down, and I think it might be DeWalt. No, maybe it's a cramp, the way they're working on his leg there.
I don't think it's due to the heat like they had at the U.S. Open, but they are bringing him off.
Wouldn't you love to play 5 sets at 95 degrees
no.
with 100% humidity?
If anyone ever asks me who the most well-conditioned athlete is, it is a male tennis player.
Oh, man.
They are incredible.
Those guys in those majors. Whew.
Yes.
Okie doke, this is 10 seconds. Clock's running now. This might be the last shot. Quick shout out to Durrell. No, he'll take it out of bounds. So with 3 seconds, the Trojans will have one more opportunity at it.
This might be the definition of milking the clock. They're doing a great job with that.
Yeah, it'll be hard to milk it less than 3 seconds.
I think
we'll see.
this should be the last play, barring a penalty. Some prevent defense going on right now for Central Kitsap.
Yep, 3 seconds. You rear back and you throw her on down the field. 3 split receivers to one side, 1 split to this near side, and 1 back there. Oh, no.
That will end the half.
That will end the half on a great defensive effort by the Central Kitsap Cougars. Ty Kalalau Zeman on that one. And at the end of the first half here in the Battle of Buckland Hill, the Central Kitsap Cougars leading the Olympic High Trojans 13-7. Well, we're West Sound TV. I'm the doctor, Kitty Campagna on the other microphone. We've got Spencer and Casey here on the camera and the computer. We want to thank Brian Lewis for setting us up here with things. And I think this is going to be a pretty good second half, Kitty.
I'm looking forward to it.
All righty, we will see you shortly.
An annual student race. The race is created by both the Central Kitsap and Olympic High School ASB squads. Students will participate in the relay race. Clearly it will be Central Kitsap versus Olympic. I would suggest rooting for your school. Should be quite entertaining. Those guys are blindfolded. They have spun around and are now being vocally guided. Cannot touch the participants. They make their way across the 25 to the 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 45. All the way back. Now we've got a tag. Troy Trojans on the move. He's at the 30, the 25, the 20, 15, 7, 5. Touchdown! We've got an injured Trojan down on the field, 50-yard line.
I can't keep holding my breath. I never leave it unsaid. Why can't I leave it unsaid? You know I talk too much. Wanna come and put your lips on mine and shut me up. We can blame it on human nature. Stay cool, it's just a kiss, so why I gotta be so tough? I talk This is an original that I wrote this summer. It's about a girl, and obviously if it's because of a girl, it's called Driving Me Crazy. Hey, Toby. Spend all my days trying to tell you I love you. Scream from the rooftops all day, non-stop. This girl, I swear I can't live without you. I'll run the red lights all day and all night just to catch up with your loving. From midnight to high noon, Seattle, Cancun, economy class keeps on bugging. I know it's hard, I know kinda shy, I know it's hard to find the right guy, but I'll treat you like a princess, I'll treat you like a queen. Driving me crazy, got my license at 16. You don't know now, but someday you'll see. You're driving me crazy. I'll treat you like a queen. Driving me crazy, got my license at 16. You don't know now, but someday you'll see. You're crazy. Or maybe that's just 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch instruments a little bit. We're going to have Brian on vocals and lead guitar. We have Malik on bass. This one's one of my favorites. It's called Say It Ain't So. Alright. Somebody's sign is crowding my icebox. choose. Guess I'll just close my eyes. Oh yeah, alright. It feels good inside. Flip on the telly, wrestle with Jimmy. Something is bubbling behind my back. The bottle is ready to blow. I can't confront you, I never could do. I wish I hurt you. Try and be cool when I say this way is a water slide away from me to take me further every day. Hey, to be cool. Say it so. My love is
Central Kitsap Cougars will start the second half of play with football.
Welcome back to Silverdale Stadium for the last year, the last season of Silverdale Stadium being the home for the Olympic Trojans, the Central Kitsap Cougars, and the Klahowya Eagles. And we have the Battle of Buckland Hill for you tonight. West Sound TV is happy to bring it to you, and very thankful to the Kitsap Sun for bringing it to the community live on the stream. Of course, we do it in replay on BKAT, but the kitsapsun.com/GOTW is where to go to look at it live. And like you said earlier, what a great community service.
It is, and these kids, they love it when they can go back and see it on replay or in any way they can do it, because obviously playing it, they're not able to watch it, but we appreciate the people who tune in. We're trying to get it out on Facebook and some other places, and if you can share it with your friends. Next week, we're going to be doing a Thursday night game of the week, and that will be North Mason at Klahowya, so at this same stadium.
I think that should be an interesting one. And Central Kitsap, who won the toss, had deferred to get the kickoff to start the second half with. And it was interesting. He went down to a knee as soon as he caught it, apparently not wanting to take a hit, which I don't blame him, because these linemen here and linebackers are showing off pretty good tonight.
Well, our all-hands team, they're catching it, but no one told them they had to run and get tackled, so I can't blame them one bit.
Well, here we go. Start of quarter number 3. Central Kitsap has it, and a quick quarterback keeper out to the 50 and still on his feet into Trojan territory. Oh, there was a flag, and about the 37-yard line. And we will have to see what that's going to turn out to be. Well, we're West Sound TV. I'm the Dr. Doc Pa, Kitty Campagna on the other microphone. Spencer Anderson and Casey Pregartner here doing camera and computer for you. And it looks like the team in white is moving back.
Looking to see what the call is.
As far as they're moving back, must be it's a face mask against Central Kitsap. Now, normally the face mask call would go against the defense.
Typically, it must have been something of a face mask on a block.
And it was a spot foul, so 10 yards from the spot of the foul, and CK starts out at the 49-yard line of the Trojans.
That delayed handoff there, sometimes McGee keeps it, sometimes the running back takes it, and they've come close to not making that exchange a couple times.
About 3 yards on that first play. 2nd down and 7 for the Cougs. Number 11 back in there at QB. Hand off, coming around this near side. Oh, that was a pretty nice tackle by number 1 for the Trojans. But another yellow hanky.
Oh, here come 2.
He opened it up, Kitty. He opened it up.
I know.
Pandora's
I'm sorry.
box of yellow hankies.
It was it. The box of hankies.
And now 1 must be because it was after the play, so must be a personal foul.
I think that's called piling on of the hankies, maybe? I'm not sure what that was.
Now,
maybe they both saw the same thing.
They're going
here we go.
Hold against the Cougars, and it was from the spot of the foul. So another 10-yard deficit for Central Kitsap, and that's going to bring up 2nd down and 20 or more. They've got to get it way into Olympic territory to get a first down.
Yeah, they have to go all the way to the 39 for that first down, starting at their own 40.
Man, up in the air.
Oh, now that's got to be interference.
And there's a yellow hanky there. And man, I can't remember the last time I saw downfield flooded with receivers like that. There were 5 receivers out there, Kitty.
And I think that was Trent Feisner who just knew he was beat and wrapped up his receiver a little bit too soon.
So the first 3 plays, we've had 4 hankies maybe. 3.
Okay, I'm apologizing now, Doc. I knew I should never have brought that up.
Maybe the guys in the stripes heard you and go,
no. Now they're going back again. I am not sure what this is all about.
Yeah, because I thought, well, it's a 10-yarder. It's a 15-yarder.
It is not a spot foul, which is correct in high school.
Okay. And it's a 15-yarder.
It might be an automatic first down, but you can see that the chain gang is unsure.
Well, they got the first down sign up. Let's see what the scoreboard says first down.
I think they'll need to move those chains if that is the... Nope.
No, they're still moving.
We're going to go some extra.
Extra 5. No, now they're facing the other direction. Are they going to move it back? Yes, they are, Kitty.
Someone wants to add some steps to their Fitbit and just like going back and forth.
Okay, so...
And now the chain gang is it is not 10 yards apart, so...
32 separate movements there on that one.
I'm not going to pretend like I know, Doc. So
well, it's game number 1. Everybody's
learning,
it out.
Right? Yeah. Okay, they say 2nd down, and they've reset the chains to where they were.
That was the original line of scrimmage.
So we're repeating that down,
49, and so now they've moved the chains 5 yards from the original. Oh, slip there. So Elijah McGee went down short of the line of scrimmage by a yard or 2. Slipped on that artificial turf out there.
think there was a ghost of Trojans past who came up and made that tackle.
Well, speaking of Trojans past, Coach Doug Smith took these Trojans to the state tournament back in the 80s. Uh-oh. Oh, McGee did a great job of not only running the ball down, but getting a pass off, getting a first down. Wow.
That's amazing.
Yes, it is.
And that's ref along with the making the catch, because that they said one of his best features is he can come out of the backfield and be a receiver, but the best feature is what McGee did.
Yeah, I was going to say, you got to give that one to Elijah McGee, not only running down the hike over his head, but having the wherewithal to roll out and get a completed pass. First down for the Cougars. Ball at the 34-yard line of the Trojans. Pass over to this near side. That one was a little low. Second down and 10.
He needed someone on his tail to throw it better. That was just way too easy.
Ball is at the 34-yard line. Second and 10. Must be getting maybe a little fog or something out there. Not fog, but moisture.
Mist.
Because they missed. Yeah, they are changing balls every down.
Blitz. Oh, that might be a hold. Nope, they didn't call it.
Oh, man. McGee did his best on that one, but at that point, the Olympic defense, led by Anthony Turso, dropped him back for a loss of a few yards. It's going to bring up third down and 12 now.
McGee about got stepped on by his receiver there going out to the side.
Oh, boy. He still got it out to that right side, and this time he could not find a receiver to get it to.
Being a left-handed thrower, that's a tough side to go to.
Yep, and you know, I like the deliberance. Like you said, it's patience, you know, but they're doing everything very deliberate, which I think is probably a pretty good thing, especially at the beginning of the season.
It does seem like a good plan, and why does it? Oh, I thought they were going to set him back again.
Third down. And that time the penalty is declined. And I believe that was ineligible receiver.
Okay. So they are declining it, and it makes it fourth down. They will not replay that down.
Fourth and 13. Chance here for the Trojan defense to hold the line. Oh, they're doing the punt.
It's ref along with the punt. Oh, I see a flag over on this side. So maybe someone left a little early.
And that one went out of bounds, but we will see what this flag is. False start, and so that'll move Central Kitsap back another 5, which might actually give them a little more punting room.
There you are. We'll see if they let them want to try that again. Or I'm not sure where it went out of bounds. It wasn't a very long punt.
Well, and I don't think you can not accept a false start. Well, maybe you can. False start against CK. Declined. So, I guess you can decline it. And that's fourth down.
Or at least today you can. So it is Olympics ball at about the 22.
Turnover on downs for the Cougars, and the Trojan defense held.
That wasn't a turnover on downs, Doc. They did get the punt still.
Well, yeah, that's true, I guess. Yeah, that was where the punt went out of bounds.
That is.
Was where they placed that on about the 22-yard line.
Trent Feisner with the carry on that end around. That's a great play when you have speed. You really have to get some pursuit from the defense.
Yeah, that one picked up a good 6 yards. 2nd down and 4 to go now for the Olympic High Trojans, still in their own territory, but moving.
What in the first quarter looked like it might be a Central Kitsap runaway has really become a game.
The ball on the ground, but a nice job by Ezekiel Gillick picking it up.
Incomplete, however. It bounced again. That ball likes to hit the ground.
3rd down and 4 now for the Trojans. Kind of a slow starting
second
third
half,
quarter.
yes.
Thanks to numerous yellow flags and going this way and that way and every which way.
Like I said, I think it's just a Fitbit thing, trying to get some more steps in.
Okay, 3rd down. Oh, again, a low hike.
But it's a 1st down.
And, man, nice job controlling the hike by Gillick again. Down low on the ground, picks it up and gets it to a receiver for the 1st down. Move it out to the 35-yard line. Uh-oh. Looks like we've got...
I think that's Darrell White.
It is Darrell.
Hunched over, but he's staying in.
Okay, 1st down for the Trojans. Oh, look out, running right up the middle pretty much there. That'll pick up 4 yards up to the 40.
Cameron Bailey with the run, number 21.
2nd down now and 6. Man, you can see why they don't want to run to that left side of that CK line. There's a couple big gentlemen out there.
Let me see. They are huge.
Yes, they are. Okay, 2nd down now. And quarterback keeper. Oh, good defense. Taken down there by, is that number 25, I think, for CK?
Yep.
Jared Gamboa.
5'4", 175. He must be a pretty square young man.
I was going to say, really, 5'4"?
Well, and you never know if sometimes one number could have been put in wrong.
Well, he's not 6'4".
That's for sure.
Say that. Okay, 3rd down for the Trojans and about 3 yards to go for the 1st. Roll out, and pass is successful. Out to number 21, Cameron Bailey once again. And he moves not only the chains, but moves the ball into CK territory.
Well, that rollout to the side, that is his stronger side as a right-hander. Well done. It's not always easy to throw on the run.
Those are not big, huge passes either.
No.
They're nice, very, 5-yard, 10-yard passes.
We talked about his pinpoint passing that he had earlier, and trying to maintain that, especially when you have some big guys in white chasing you.
So the ball on the 47-yard line now. The Cougars 1st down for Olympic.
Again, really low on that.
Oh, and he connects once again to the receiver. And this time it's Adam Johnson.
5-yard gain.
Olympic just slowly marching down the field.
They are, but the key to that is they're still marching.
They certainly are.
Second down now, and maybe a long 5.
Well, in that first half, they had a fumble and they had an interception. And I'm not trying to open up Pandora's box again, but that is the big difference. You really have to keep away from turnovers.
Oh, man, ball on the ground once again. And once again, Ezekiel Gillick falls on it.
And avoiding the turnover, but still just, he's been dealing with that on the several snaps.
And it actually loses Olympic a yard or 2, ball back to the 45-yard line. So now it's 3rd down and 8. Oh, man.
He caught that.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. And once again, keep it alive. Johnson with it, but you got to once again give the quarterback a ton of credit. Guess what? We are tied 13-13, and Olympic is going to try to go ahead. Man, that was quite the play. I thought it had been ended. It looked like the CK defense was going to get in there and take Gillick down.
And they gave him a big hit as he released that, but.
And the Trojans take the lead for the first time tonight. 14-13. We got a 1-point game, and it's the Trojans leading.
Joshua Kennedy giving them the lead with that extra point. The sophomore putting it through. Wow.
And again, you know, Olympic took up about, 6-7 minutes at least of game time, moving it from their own. They were down at their own 30. In fact, maybe 22.
They started at the 22 and made that last 47-yard pass to Johnson.
Wow. Okay, what a good way to open the high school football season. We hope that you fans out there in internet land are enjoying it.
Well, we were going to work on some of our filler material, and we aren't going to get to do our comedy routine tonight, Doc, which is good for everyone involved. I can promise them.
That's probably correct. But we did have a really nice band at halftime.
Oh, we had an awesome band at halftime. I did not hear their name.
I didn't either, but I believe they were 4 students from Olympic. Good job.
Spencer said he recognized the bass player as a guy who plays at his church, but
oh wow!
So no, I thought they did a great job. It was quite a change from your typical marching band.
Oh!
Looking put a foot into that one.
I know. Caught about the 8-yard line by CK. Back to the 15, 20, 30, 35, 40. Pretty good run back.
That's Almonte with the run. He's been their kick returner, and that is a great run back.
Okay, CK's got another opportunity here. Now playing from behind for the first time tonight.
First time all night that they are not in the lead or tied.
Man, it's great to see these crowds here. I mean, Battle of Buckland Hill always attracts a great crowd, but it's a wonderful way to start the high school football season for 2018.
Oh, there's that flag, the bugaboo.
And it might be, false start. And you know, part of the key to Olympic and that last touchdown was declining those Central Kitsap fouls down on the other end.
Which is, I still wasn't sure at the beginning of that if it was a good idea or if you should have them repunt. But I guess coach decided, hey, we know where we're starting from and let's make it happen.
First down after a 5-yard penalty.
Oh,
still on his feet.
Oh, my.
Are you kidding me?
He rolled on him. That was interesting.
That sure
He did not
was.
touch ground. He just touched, he was on top of the Trojan.
Alex Refalong. Yes, he was. I kept looking for the knee to touch green, and it never did. That's another one I'd
Remember
like to
the
see.
word
It.
shifty that we used
Yeah.
early? That was pretty darn shifty.
I'd like to see that one in slow-mo
Exactly.
replay, too. That would be fun.
Enough for a first down.
The Cougars have moved it out to midfield, a 50-yard line, 1st and 10. McGee rolling out to that right side, cuts in, cross the
and a
35
spin?
down to the 40-yard line.
That's going to be another first down. That was he just knew from the start he was going to keep that.
The other thing that's good to see is both of these teams have great turnout. I mean, they've got a good amount of players there, and that's good to see. There have been actually some stories about a lot less parents and kids wanting to play football at the prep level.
Although, like the WIAA said, there's the largest number of participation. I don't know necessarily if it was in football, but in sports. Here he
Right up
goes.
through the line, and I don't see anybody that's going to stop Alex Refalong.
There
Oh,
he
man.
is on a 40-yard touchdown.
So the Cougars answer the Trojans by putting 6 on the board on their next offensive set.
That's got to make Coach Keel pretty happy. They just didn't let anything stop them. Even with that one penalty, they kept going.
And we'll set up for a PAT here. Tyler Cannon kicking it. Oh, ball is fumbled, and Tyler gets whacked big time by number 8, Trent Feistner. Woo.
There, you could tell there was no one blocking him. From the
know.
beginning, I even thought he might have been offside to start.
He
but
was there almost before the ball got to the holder.
I think so. But the smart move is pick that up, let him put you down, and not take the ball.
So that's 2 PATs missed by the Cougars, and we've got one of those weird numbers, a 5-point differential, 19-14 in favor of the Cougars. We got about 3 minutes, a little under 3 minutes to go in quarter number 3.
So merely a field goal and a safety separating these two teams.
Those 5-point plays.
Yeah, those famed 5-point plays, yeah.
Okie doke, it will be CK kicking off at their own 40. And Tyler apparently does the kicking.
He has been all day so far.
Have we seen a punt yet from?
Yeah,
we did see that one.
We've seen a
punt.
couple by Refalong.
.254 on the clock here at the third period. In the third period. Oh, look at the linemen getting their groove on there.
It is a different way to be.
Ooh!
Oh.
Well, I mean, that
Caught
would be
the bullet, didn't he?
That would be one of those great baseball plays by a second baseman or a shortstop.
That was Anthony Turso, number 12.
Oh, man, right there. Yeah, he didn't really have much choice but to be on his knees on that.
Exactly.
So the Trojans are going to start out on their own 35-yard line.
That's pretty good field position, considering they started at the 22 on their last one.
Now, CK plays 3 down linemen usually, and 3-4D. Oh man, and that one didn't really develop real well, I don't think.
Catching the extra man in the backfield, even though he didn't have the ball, but just in case.
I gotta say that he made it back to the line of scrimmage, so 2nd down and 10.
Zeke Gillick doing most of the quarterbacking duties. Terso started out, number 12, and Terso's done some really good things on defense.
Long pass downfield. Oh, are you kidding me? Whoa! That was a great pass, but the defense was
They were
right
there.
Kitty.
I know, I was looking downfield, and then suddenly Darrell White has it.
Man! The D was right there on him, so
pinpoint passing.
It sure was, and great playing by Darrell White, too.
But a good tackle, open field tackle as well, because we know the speed that White has and how he as well is shifty.
Well, that moves the Trojans down to the 29-yard line of the CK Cougars, 1st down. Another quick pass. This one's out to the flat, and that didn't go too far.
No, I think that might have even been a probably back to the line of scrimmage.
That's about what it looks like. 2nd down.
CK did a really nice job on defense on that one because it looked like they had some blockers out there, but they fought their way through. So we're watching a little bit more distance on the passing coming from Gillick. He's doing a nice job of leading this squad.
Except for that last one, which was
well, yeah, that one didn't go real far. You got to mix them.
And he's dropping back. Go look out,
I
look
think he's
out.
in trouble.
I think so too. And that is number 71 for the Cougs.
And of course, that's one we don't have on our list, Doc. I don't know why.
I don't either. But it was a great running the quarterback down.
Well, we were talking about their big guys, and he's one of them, that's for sure.
Well, clock is ticking, and got 40 seconds left to go in the quarter. Ball is now on the 40-yard line of the Cougars. And, boy, they got a long ways to go for a 1st down.
A whole bunch.
And this time, Gillick, little low on that one for Darrell. And that, actually, the incomplete pass stops the clock, so we still have 18 seconds on it. But it's now 4th down for the Trojans, and the ball is going to be placed at the 40-yard line of the Cougs. It looks to me like number 9 is out there to punt it. That would be Joshua Kennedy. Well, pretty good roll on that punt. Oh, real good roll. And the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it on the 12-yard line of the Cougars. And that still doesn't end the 3rd quarter.
Not quite. And that teammates are telling them, you know, you really didn't want to be anywhere near that once you knew you couldn't pick it up.
Yeah.
But that's part of the high school experience.
Yeah, and, you know, it was going out of bounds anyway. I don't think any Olympic player could have got to it if it had been touched. Okay, so we have 1st down. 2 split to the far side, and it's a handoff up through the middle.
Oh, he's just pulled in 5 different directions on that particular tackle.
That was ruffling again.
And now we are at the end of the third quarter here at Silverdale Stadium, and we got a ball game with one more quarter to go. The Cougars leading the Trojans 19-14.
Central Kitsap 19, the Olympic Trojans 14.
Second and about 6.
Here we go, final quarter of action. Our first game of the 2018 season, high school football from Silverdale Stadium. We're West Sound TV, happy to be working with the kitsapsun.com/GOTW, which means live stream game of the week. And we have it in replay on BKAT. And it will actually be a week from this Saturday on BKAT. Well, at the beginning here of the final quarter, it's second down, and it appears to be about 4 yards to go for a first down for the Cougs. Pretty deep in their own territory, but that doesn't last too long.
They have got their first down just running straight up the middle.
Taylor Andrews, but not before another CK first down.
We lost our compatriot, George Edgar, one of the writers from the Sun. Not totally lost. He went out of the booth. He just could not see the numbers well enough because he does such a good job of doing accurate stats that you got to be able to know who it is.
Oh boy, there's running room over to that left. And another first down for the Cougars. Driven out of bounds by the Trojans.
I did not see the number of the runner.
Zachary Webb is split out to this near side, closest to us. We got two split on the other side. And one man in the backfield. Fake handoff. And it's a quarterback keeper. Oh, they're working that left side. Uh-oh, there we've got a yellow flag.
Yeah, I think they're going to call unnecessary roughness. They hit him when he was down, but...
Well, he had an option to go out of bounds, and he did not.
Yeah, but his knee was down.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't one of the more obvious ones that I've seen. I will give you that. Central Kitsap bench liking it.
And let's see where we start out at. Ooh, personal foul against the Trojans. Ooh, that's a big one.
It moves it forward quite a bit from the point of the foul.
Does.
He already had his first down.
Wow. So the Cougars start this quarter down on the close to the 31-yard line of the Trojans' first down.
Keeping the ball on the ground.
Yep. And that's another pickup of 8 or 9 yards.
Yeah, you have that much success. I can see why you're keeping the ball on the ground. I think that was Joshua Willis with that particular carry.
Yep. Second down now, and along 2 for CK to get a first down. Oh boy, nice cutback by, I believe that's Ralphing.
We have a penalty marker down at the end of that.
Or
play.
ref along, excuse me.
Gilly.
And another flag down. Now I didn't see where that.
Gilly on the tackle.
It seemed that Olympic was happy about it, so
The Cougars are moving back.
That'll be a personal foul. Shot block.
chop block is what that particular one was.
Haven't heard that one for a while.
Against the Cougars.
So that'll move the Cougs back.
Having exchanged personal fouls, it's a tougher thing when you get it on offense because you have to make all that up.
Personal foul. So that'll move them back. And you got to get that chain guys in there. Second down now, and about 12 to go for that first. And a pause in the action.
While they get the play from the sideline.
Elijah McGee back there. This time it is a handoff. And pretty good running. I think that's ruffling again.
Ruff along with the run.
Man, that picked him up some yardage, maybe 6 or so, but it's still going to be a third down and 7.
At least cut it in half with that.
Yep, yeah.
Or a little bit less than that. CK maintaining ground coverage.
Up in the air, a wide open receiver, and brought down at about the 18-yard line.
And that should be a first down.
I think so.
Tackle short.
So 15 this way, 15 that way, and CK ends up with a first down. It's down at the ball will be placed on the 19-yard line, and so of course they can get a first down at the 9, or going just to the 9 or beyond.
Number 7 out to the right. And he keeps it.
Whoa.
And he takes it.
Oh my goodness, that was a pretty good fake.
That is a 18-yard run by the quarterback, Elijah McGee.
Man, that was a pretty good series of plays by CK.
Well, and such patience again. We're actually seeing that from both of these teams. You know, every once in a while they kind of go for a big play, but they are happy with that 6-yard run, you know, just cutting into the yardage they need.
8:48 mark in quarter number 4, and CK attempts to put on the 7th point, and they do.
The extra point is up and good with 8:48 to play.
So it's now a 26-14 score in favor of the Cougars, but there's a lot of time left, Kitty.
Oh, there's plenty of time. That 8:48. We've seen Olympic have some pretty huge plays out there. Some of those passes have been very impressive.
47-yarders and things like that.
If you aren't enjoying this game, you are in the wrong business, because this is just an excellent high school football game. We've seen some good defense. We've seen some extra points. No field goals. I know how much you like those, Doc. But some of those long passes and long runs, and just a lot of skill out there.
And again, the first game of the season that they're going against another team.
Right.
So
And I know that the Bainbridge North Kitsap game was changed to Saturday, so it's tomorrow instead of tonight.
Oh.
And that actually had to do with not having enough practices with all the
smoke and
awful
stuff.
smoke we had.
Yeah.
These guys have been doing indoor practices and not, getting the game feel as much as they would like. So they must really enjoy being out here tonight.
Do you know what time that game is for those streaming? Is it an evening game?
I can probably find it before we're done. If not, I don't have that. I think you might have that part.
Oh, okay. And the ball picked up by Darrell White at the 20-yard line. He's to the 30. He breaks a tackle, comes out to about the 37-yard line.
Just amazing. Could you hear that crowd just slowly thinking, oh, he's going to do it? No.
Yeah, but I don't know how many yards. We don't have George up
We
there.
do not have George up here.
Us, man. He sure has done a good job running back those kicks.
He's just so electric, as are many of the players out there.
Okay, it's time for the Trojans. They're on the 37-yard line. Ooh! Let's see if they're going to call that complete or not. I think they are, but it's barely a yard gain if they do call it complete.
Just that pass, just not far enough. I think they must have called it complete, although they were bringing it back.
Well,
they stopped the clock, so let's go with that, Doc.
It's still the line of scrimmage at the 37. Second down and 10. Fake handoff. Gillick's going around to the right side, and that time that was pretty much a miss. He did have a potential receiver out there on that side.
He did. There was a Cougar very near him, and when you are being chased by some of the big bodies that are out there in white, it's kind of hard to keep your focus.
So that brings up third down now for Olympic, 3rd and 10. Straight drop back, go into the air. Oh, yes!
It's
what
White.
A pass.
It is White.
Darrell White. Once again, the pinpoint is out. Did you see that?
I did. There were 5 Cougars surrounding him.
And boom, right in there.
But, I mean, you need his hands as well. That is a great reception.
And that's going to move the Trojans into Cougar territory. And the ball is at the 44-yard line of CK. First down for the Trojans. Oh, quick lateral out to
number 8,
Trent Fistner.
Loss on the play, that'll bring up second down and 13.
Cougars were not fooled by that.
Nope. I think that's actually the first time we've seen that, isn't it? The pitch out.
They did one other maybe because they were trying to avoid the pursuit.
So second down and about 13 now to get that first. Oh, good defense by CK.
And that is our Mystery 71 man.
One of those big guys. Could be Nate.
We have called his number several times, we'll tell you that.
Could also be James, but Nate Larson, 6'2", 250, kind of fits a description.
He does fit the bill, doesn't he?
I don't know. But yes, he's done a couple of nice plays running down the QB. So that's a big loss of yardage. It moves the Trojans way back into their own territory to the 44-yard line. third down now and a long ways to go.
Oh, not able to hold back that line this time.
And another loss of yardage. The Trojans have moved the wrong direction back to their own 37-yard line.
That's Makai Seo and Donovan Ralston, I believe, and both of those listed as sophomores, but it says huge sophomore. 256, and,
wow.
And the other one's only 196, sorry.
Fourth down, and the Trojans are going to have to kick it away with 5:56 left to go in the game. Kennedy, the punter. Ooh, that one almost got touched. And man, didn't get too far on that one. That's going to give CK starting position in Trojan territory at the 30 or the 44-yard line.
It looked like number 75, Ralston, might have gotten a finger on that.
It looked like it might have been a tip.
He was getting hugs accordingly afterwards, so that's tough when you let that big a line come in at you when you're punting. Neither team seems to have their punt blocking down very well yet.
First down for the Cougars in Olympic territory. And it's a quarterback keeper. Oh boy, that's almost a first down. It's going to be about a yard short, pick up a 9 yards.
Very smart, quick play. Olympic was still kind of getting organized and switching their squads out there. Not that they switch, that's a whole new word. Switch as much in high school, a lot of them playing both ways.
And Olympic will call the timeout, which they need to do. There's 5 minutes, 14 seconds left to go, and they are down by 12.
Well, I know they have that offensive talk down. We're going to find out if Coach has something to say to them on defense that works as well.
And they do have the offense to score points pretty quickly.
They do.
But
yeah,
CK has shown themselves to be pretty solid tonight on the D.
Well, we
as
can
well as
point out that obvious that they need to stop CK here. But CK is also, they've moved the ball quite nicely, and they've just elevated their defense recently, where they were doing, I don't know if it was blitzing, but they were just getting to the quarterback a little bit quicker. The last time I was trying to watch Darrell White because it looked like he might be getting open, but the quarterback had no time to see him.
Olympic had 3 negative yardage plays in a row thanks to that CKD.
Yeah. So that, this is the time of the game you want to see that D step up.
Second down, about a yard, maybe less for a first down.
Not sure. Oh, the outside man has it.
Yep, it was a handoff eventually.
That's ref along again.
And McKee is going, keep the clock running here.
Yeah, you weren't supposed to go out. And as
5:06. You got to move the chains anyway, so there would be a temporary stoppage.
That's correct.
Whistle blows and clock's running, so he must have stopped it before going out. First down.
And the man in our white hat is blowing the whistle.
I think it's a referee's timeout on that one, I think.
Okay.
Here we go. Wind it again.
Not sure what that was about.
Maybe equipment issue.
Could have been. Or a blood issue.
That's 2. Oh, man. CK's got a running game.
Really some hard running there. And they're not huge by any means.
Hey, it's, Olympic has shown some pretty good defensive effort tonight, but when they have needed it, CK has had it.
They have, exactly.
Second down, about 1.5 yards for another first. Oh, look at the go to the air. Oh, man.
And Olympic says you're not getting the first down either.
It looks like one of those hits on Russell Wilson. 44 was in there first, Michael Manuel. NCK in no hurry now.
No, they're happy to see that clock run. Boy, both teams are going to come away from this with some positives for sure.
Ref along. Oh, he breaks a tackle and he's gone into the end zone. Oh no, they're going to say he stepped out of bounds before getting to the goal line. So it'll be first down, CK at the 5-yard line. And
that should stop the clock as well. Nice work by the officials.
Yep. Right up the middle. And that one is in the end zone.
And they gave it to Refalong so he could get that actual touchdown after all that.
Once again, man, he has had a strong game tonight.
He has played really well. But what makes him so strong is that they have that option of McGee.
That's right.
Which are you going to go after? You have to tackle one of them. And so the two of them are really a nice combo, even if McGee doesn't have as many yards.
Plus, they have some big guys up front.
That too.
Okay, going for the PAT. High snap.
Really nice job by the holder.
Yeah, and I think
it was good.
I think the holder on that one was Tyler well, no, Tyler's the kicker. So I don't know who was holding.
I didn't.
Usually, or quite often, it's the quarterback.
Exactly.
So, well, we have 3 minutes and 13 seconds left to go in the ball game, and CK stretching that lead out 33-14. And like Kitty mentioned earlier, next week's live game on the kidsapsun.com/GOTW is on Thursday, not Friday night. I think that's the only Thursday one
It
this
is
year.
the only Thursday we have planned, although there are lots of Thursday night games.
Well, we have to thank the Central Kitsap School District for deciding that the dreaded doubleheader needed
Absolutely,
to go.
Doc. Yeah. There were several of us who were made very happy by that when you had the late game. Boy, did it become a late game.
Yeah, and of course that being the reason that there are so many games on Thursday here at Silverdale Stadium. And of course, next year the CK School District teams are going to have their own fields.
Each of them have their own home field. And, you know, I found it unique that they all said that they didn't, other than maybe Olympic, that they really didn't, they felt like it was a neutral site.
Well, yeah, I could see that, but Olympic said, oh, we don't mind them playing here.
Yeah, they can play, but we get the locker rooms and we get all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That's Feisner with the run back. But it is a point when you have to move your equipment every time and get on a bus to go to your home game.
Yep. And I thought coach from Klahowya, Dennis Erickson, had a pretty interesting comment.
Dan Erickson.
Dan, excuse me.
Dennis of the famous
okay.
Miami, etc.
Well, Dan Erickson said that he liked the idea of those teams having to come down that wooded drive.
It is a scary. I've gone there at night. It's scary. You're back there with the Bears and the Cougars and the Eagles.
First down for the Trojans, and they give it off, running right up through the middle.
Getting up, ready to run a play quickly.
That was Cameron Bailey, I think, running it on that one.
Bailey's had quite a few yards tonight, too, from the running back position.
They certainly should run it quickly because time is ticking. We're 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in tonight's ball game. That last touchdown may have been the nail in the coffin. And again, running up through the middle. Nice job on the gang tackling there by CK.
But makes it a very manageable 1.5 yards to go for a first down.
Hayden Wallace at 6'3" was in on that one. So 3rd down and less than a yard for Olympic for a first down, but they're still in their own territory and down by 12. And they're going to lose some yardage. Dropped in the backfield once again. And that's Joshua. No, not Joshua. That's Ezekiel Gillick. And, well, it wasn't too bad a loss. Actually, only lost about half a yard, or I thought it was more.
They're going to go ahead and go for it here at 4th down as their last opportunity.
What else?
Might as well practice this kind of play.
Yep.
When it counts.
You're in your 2-minute drill. And there's a first down out of bounds to stop the clock. And that was Adam Johnson.
That'll be good for another Trojan.
Nice catch by Johnson. He had to leap a little bit for that.
So that stops the clock, 1:05. Trojans still have a little bit of life there. First down, and they're almost to midfield. Ball on their own 48-yard line, 1:05 to go.
Well, the smart part of that is that it also got, it originally stopped the clock because he went out of bounds, which you couldn't have done with a running play. There you are, that out of bounds.
Might have lost a yard or two, but he stopped the clock. That was important on that one. He had nobody to really, I mean, the men in white were just blanketing the backfield.
Johnson comes off the field.
Uh-oh.
Looks like he might have a cramp or something.
Oh, yeah, I hope it's nothing more because he sure has been good for Olympic. Adam Johnson.
Extremely important to what they have plan on doing on offense.
No, he's grabbing the ankle.
Ooh.
Hope it's nothing major. Anyway, it's 2nd down now and about 11. Oh, Gillick's got the short men because all of the Cougars are covering the deep men. That's what you call your cover defense.
That was to Cameron Bailey, but there's a flag out on the field to go with it.
Flag out.
And it's right about the original line of scrimmage there, the 48.
And or where he caught it even.
Oh, yeah, you're right, that is. So let's see. Dave's doing a good job out there with that torn rotator cuff.
Yeah, he's had the surgery, and it's so funny to watch him wind the clock with the opposite arm. Oh, they're picking up the flag.
Pick up the hanky. So the Trojans will move it into Cougar territory down to the 45-yard line. But there's only 40 seconds left to go in the ball game.
And they are winding that clock.
That's to take a couple shots deep. And that's what Ezekiel wants to do. Oh, he had the receiver. It was a kind of a low pass. Jaden Armstrong was the intended receiver, but the incomplete pass, of course, stops the clock.
Exactly. I know he wanted the reception because everybody wants to get some yards. That on the overall scheme, that wouldn't have helped them a whole lot.
No. 3rd down and, 4th down, they say. 4th down and 3. And once again, you got to go for it.
Well, they do actually have a couple timeouts left, but I don't think they'll be using them.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Time to practice that 2-minute drill. Oh, nice running that time by Number 21, Cameron Bailey. He's been getting some playing time here. And the clock is stopped to move the chains.
Okay.
First down. And Olympics ready to go.
They are ready.
Gillick with it. Uh-oh, we got a lot of whistles, which is a shame, because there was a wide open receiver, even though he dropped it.
Pretty much because everybody stopped because the whistles were blowing.
Dylan Boshi parried it.
Okay.
He kept running.
He did.
And I assume the reason the whistle blew was because the ref did not think that both teams were ready.
It was
now it's a penalty.
Yep.
Against the Trojans and moving back, looks like 5. I didn't see it.
And that clock is going, so they better be ready. They got 6 seconds.
One more play here for Olympic. Send them all to the end zone, Kitty. Oh!
Or a final sack.
Yeah, big old number 55, I believe. Micah Seau. Ooh, that Seau name's a familiar
I think it's a relative in some way, yeah.
Well, that'll do it here at Silverdale Stadium, and I hope you marked down that final score.
I did, because it's gone, isn't it?
Oh, the scoreboard is blank.
Jim Ferrati at work without being in the booth.
I was going to say, Jim's not even around.
No, he has connections. He does.
Okay, so the final score, 33 for the Central Kitsap Cougars, 14 for the Olympic High Trojans in what was actually a very good opening round game here in the 2018 high school football season.
Well, through that first half, it was very close, and then Olympic even had a lead there at 14-13, but CK was just that much stronger in the end of the third and fourth quarters. Olympic couldn't score again, and CK's defense dominated then. So
well,
it was a battle.
And the word I like to use for CK and the Trojans, but mostly CK, is deliberate.
Yes.
They really did a nice job of keeping themselves under control. Not only is it the first game, it's probably one of the big games in the bragging area for the Central Kitsap School District. But Battle of Buckland Hill was a battle this year. Good to see that.
We love that it was close. You know, it does kind of looks like a runaway at the end, but it wasn't a runaway. It well played by both teams, and like I said, both are going to walk off with some positives, and they have things that they're going to be able to build on when they start their league play, which if not next week, it's probably the week after.
Yep, and again, CK winning that Battle of Buckland Hill once again, 33-14. Well, we're West Sound TV, happy to be working with the Kitsap Sun to stream these games live to our community wherever they might be. We want to thank Spencer Anderson and Casey Pregartner for being on the camera tonight and working the computer. Brian Lewis coming out to help get that computer up and going. And our producer on the other microphone, Kitty Campagna. And I'm the doctor, Doc Parr for West Sound TV, saying stay tuned. We will see you soon.